Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Jaleel Campbell, and I am an illustrator, doll maker, a little bit of everything.
Born and raised here in Syracuse, correct?
Yes, born and raised. I love Syracuse, and I could definitely see myself living here forever, to be honest. Though I will thrive wherever I go. It's just something special about Syracuse that I love, and I want to be here for when this really takes off.
Okay, and how do you see yourself contributing to when Syracuse takes off?
I definitely feel like I add a certain type of flavor to Syracuse, and believe that I am one of the people that builds community, specifically for Black people here in Syracuse. I like providing an outlet for people for Black people to feel free and to feel seen, because in our day-to-day lives, very rarely are we in spaces that honor and see us for who we truly are, 100%. So with Jaleel Campbell Studios, that will be the main focus of this space, is to see people exactly for who they are and tell them that they're enough.
I love that. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about Jaleel Campbell Studios?
Yes, okay, so Jaleel Campbell Studios. So this is my latest venture, and so this is going to be my studio space moving forward. And for the longest, I just never had like my own space. This is my first time having like my own working space that's 100% me. When you walk in these doors, you feel like you're not even in Syracuse anymore. You're brought into this magical place. And again, you feel so at peace, and you just feel so relaxed, and it's just a vibe. I'm trying to create this atmosphere where everybody that comes through those doors, they feel like it's a celebration, and everybody is just chilling. So for me, I envision hosting all of my doll making workshops in this space. I envision hosting not daily, but monthly mixers for Black creatives to link up and network amongst one another, support each other in whatever way they may need to or want to, and just meet new people, because especially now, there are so many different Black creatives and initiatives going on here in Syracuse, but everybody has been doing their own thing. So I want this to be that central hub that brings everybody together, if not monthly, every couple of months or so. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think it has potential, and I'm running with it, okay?
As you should. So can you tell us how you were able to get Jaleel Campbell Studios up and running?
Working, I have like 4 jobs right now, but I'm not even complaining. COVID definitely threw me off for a moment, but I have been saving since I got out of school. So just saving up, and shout out to everybody that donated to my campaign as well. Though that money hasn't been used for the studio space, it's going to go into effect within the next year with my future projects that I have going on. And then I'm also applying to grants and like different things like that to try and acquire or get some more money, because spaces like these is so vital for our community, and I want to be able to upkeep this for a very long time. So I don't know, I stepped out on faith with this one, and I am 100% sure that it's going to be a success. It's going to be a hit.
Okay, so when can we expect the studio to be open?
So I'm hoping and praying that everything will be exactly how I want it to be by October of this year. And if that's the case, the first mixer is going to be a Halloween mixer.
Ooh.
And I haven't celebrated Halloween in like 3 years. So I'm coming back with a vengeance. All right, the outfits will be on point. I might have a few. Okay. I might be doing some changes. So,
intermission, new outfit.
Every 2 hours, I'm changing it up. But again, just providing this safe space for people to have a good time. That's so important to me, and being around it's just something about the energy in the room when all of these Black people come together. It's beautiful.
Okay, so why did you, I know that you said that you see Syracuse being your home spot, but why did you pick Syracuse to be the spot where you open up this studio?
I feel like there aren't, outside of CFAC, you know, there aren't really any other like spaces that centers Blackness like this. So, and especially, I definitely don't know where else in the world I will find such a fly space, you know, and that's like not affordable, but like kind of affordable. So, I don't know, I just felt it was perfect. It was the perfect fit for me. And Syracuse is my home. So this is where like most of my audience is. And I want to keep nurturing that and providing my audience with these experiences that they will love, you know. So this is about to be I see this as like my experiment, that I'm just testing out all these different things, and from that we'll see what sticks and what doesn't.
Okay. So tell me where your love for creativity, for painting, doll making, where all of that stemmed from.
I don't know if you see the doll collection behind
Yes,
me,
we see
it. So I loved playing with dolls as a child, and oh my God, I just loved them. But I had to do it on the low. So being able to display these dolls in my house, my own space now publicly is just, for me, that's a form of resistance. That's me proclaiming like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, for a long time I was made to feel like there was something wrong with me playing with those dolls. And I don't know, like now I'm just thinking about programming and how I can really activate this space. So one of the things that I had in mind was a day of play with the Jaleel dolls, but now I'm thinking the Jaleel dolls and friends, meaning all of these other dolls, where like I can open this space up to the community and they can come and check out the dolls and play with them if they want to, or just admire them. Because I don't know, I feel like you see there's so many different kinds of dolls that I'm going to have in this collection, and it takes you through history, really, when you think about it. So I'm excited to keep like curating and developing this doll collection as well.
And when did you start creating the dolls?
So I started creating my dolls 2 years ago, like 2.5 or 3 years ago.
Okay, and take us through that process. How does it go to create a doll?
When I tell you, I went to Michael's one day in November of 2017, and I just bought some materials and I went home and I began sketching out body parts that I thought would be made for a doll. And by the end of those 3 days, I had my first doll, which is this one on the far left. And I was just like, I was so shocked, like I can't believe that I actually made this happen, you know? And then like a year went by and I didn't touch them again. So once I got to grad school, I saw that there was potential for me to try and like use my mother's Cricut machine, because she started using this machine to make t-shirts and stuff. So I saw that machine and I'm like, I wonder if I designed the pattern for these dolls on my computer and then brought it to that machine, if it would cut out the pieces for the dolls. And the answer was yes. You know, so like now I have like this little factory going on, you know, on a small scale, but eventually one day I see myself owning this like 5-story warehouse where all of my illustration work is packed and shipped out of this space. My dolls are going to be made on one of the floors. We'll have like studio space for photography and video work, building sets, all of that different type of stuff. Like that's really how I see all of my stuff panning out in the future, you know. But I don't know. I just, whatever I'm feeling in that moment, I work off of instinct. So whatever I'm feeling, I pursue it 100% in that moment and see how it turns out, you know. So that's really how I move out here, and it's been working. It's been working.
It sounds like it. You said that the dolls have history to it. Can you explain a little bit what that history is?
Yeah, so black dolls. I was doing when I was in grad school. I was reading about the history of black dolls and how white children back in the day would use, like, they saw these dolls as like destructive items. So a lot of those dolls were made out of rubber and all of these like cheap materials so that they can like smash them or try to break them, do all of it. But these were black dolls that they were doing this to. And the flip side of that was like the porcelain dolls, like the white porcelain dolls and stuff. They were seen as these beautiful objects that were admired and everything. While the cloth dolls or the rubber dolls that were black, they were the ones that you could just do whatever with.
Okay.
Now, I wanted to make my cloth dolls be seen as precious and admired as well, because they are exactly that. And even the way that I have them displayed, like my dolls along with the rest of the dolls up here, they are displayed in a way to where you know that these are like precious items that you're supposed to handle with care. And that's something that's important to me, because I don't play about that. Like, no, these are beautiful objects, and again, it's showing us a timeline of our history, and especially like, so with my dolls, I'm trying to fuse the past with the present and the future, you know?
Okay.
So I'm trying to take you through all of those different realms.
Okay, and I see that this doll here behind you, she has, it looks like African tribal print on her.
Yeah.
Does that come with all of the dolls?
Yeah, so this is a doll that I bought from a woman by the name of Ingrid Humphrey, and she's based out of California. And all of her dolls do come with some sort of like African print clothing, and her dolls are beautiful. She has like, I think she has like 3 or 4 different doll sculpts, but this one in particular to me was just so beautiful. And I bought it from her like last week, and my niece came over here, and she would not put the doll down. Like, she was in love with this doll, and she wants one now. And I'm just like, yo, this is exactly why I have them in this space, you know, for people to love them just as much as I love them.
Okay, and then can you talk about where your passion for painting came from?
So I would say that my passion for painting came from watching my mother decorate our house as a child. So my mother, she's an interior designer on the high. Okay, she just never got a chance to pursue it professionally. But when I make it one day, I'm a figure out a way to get her a deal with somebody so she can have Nicole Abrams' home decor. You know, because her taste is just so dope, and I am literally just like a progression of her blueprint, you know, her foundation. So when I was coming up with this space, I had her in mind, and just the way she put colors together, colors that you wouldn't think are supposed to go together, they just work in this space, you know. That's how I approach painting, and all of my work is digital, and so it allows me to manipulate things as much as I want to and scale them up as big or as small as I want to as well. And it's just been so interesting watching my artwork develop over the past 7 or 8 years. Last week I had just got a notification from Facebook showing me the first thing I made on Photoshop. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that was so long ago, and look what I'm making now, you know? So it's definitely, I've been having a lot of those moments lately where I'm just appreciating everything that has happened since I've began this journey, and how far I've come.
Okay, and can you touch on a little bit of the business side of your dolls and your paintings? So how do you go about selling them, making them, and then like how, how is it basically for you? Is it doing you well? Is it?
Is like me selling my work?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah. So especially in the past few months or so, a lot of people have been purchasing my illustration work, like my canvases or my prints. And then I took a break from making the dolls because I just needed a break. I was doing them for like a year straight, and I was just, they take a lot out of me, so I needed some time off. But I'm about to begin creating some, because I'm working on a solo show in the beginning of the new year. So it's a lot. It's really a lot, but yeah, I'm getting paid out here. And it's a beautiful thing to see. And at first, you know, my prices were, I would say like cheap, but I'm giving you some great work. And so I had to stop apologizing for, or stop begging for people to pay me what I know I'm worth, you know? So now, in terms of pricing and everything, the price is the price. And if you can't afford that, or if you don't want to pay that, that's on you. But somebody will. And I'm not budging for anybody. So you either get with it, or you can go find somebody else, because
Period.
You're not getting this, right?
Okay, so tell us what that felt like the first time you sold a piece of your work.
I don't even remember. So one of the first things that I sold, I remember at the time when I was in high school, I was painting with acrylics. I was doing these portraits of Black people on like 18 by 24 canvas panels, and I was selling those for $50. And so this dude named Quincy, he went to school with me. He loved my artwork, and he asked me to make him, and I made one for him, and he loved it, and he paid me that $50, and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe that he actually paid for this, you know? So that was a nice moment, and I'm trying to remember who it was that told me about making prints, because shout out to whoever told me back in the day, because like the prints, they're unlimited, you know? So like I don't even know how many prints I've gotten made at FedEx throughout the years, but it's just been so good that people are able to, and the thing that I love about prints is that it makes it accessible to everybody, and it makes it everybody can walk home with something from me, you know? So like there are the more expensive items, but with the prints, the 8x10s, they're just as beautiful, though smaller, you know, but you still get a piece of my artwork. And seeing people's collections of all of those different pieces is really dope. I love when people tag me in those photos and stuff. Yeah, it's been really, really nice watching all of that go down.
So I see that there's a lot of Blackness in everything that you do. Where did that come from?
Life. Okay, like I don't know. I just feel like this was just natural for me. This is really all I see. So I'm just trying to capture the things and the people that I see on a regular basis.
Okay. And how does it make you feel to know that you are a Black entrepreneur, that you can work for yourself and sell your own stuff? How does that feel, being that you're a Black man?
I feel like I am limitless, you know, like in terms of, I know if I was to ever have a rainy day or something, I could set up shop right outside of my mother's house and go sell my artwork and make a quick $300 or $400 right there. Wow. You know, like everybody can't do that. And what I'm trying to do is get into a place where I'm going to have like, I will be like a one-stop shop kind of thing, where I have all type of home decor. I have the like the illustrations, of course, the dolls, like maybe even pins and all of those different types of things. You're gonna walk away with something from me. So that's gonna come in time, but I don't know. It's exciting.
Okay, and what can we expect in the near future or far future from Jaleel? I
mean, you can expect the best, no matter what that is. no matter what I'm working on, just know I put 100% into everything that I do. I don't play about quality. Everything that I provide and offer is of quality. And I don't know, music, video work, the dolls, the illustrations. I'm coming at you in every way possible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, stay tuned.
Okay, and can you just tell us quickly what inspires you for your illustrations and everything else that you plan to get into?
So in terms of my illustrations, it's whatever I'm feeling at that moment. So the first series that I did was called Ghetto Art Deco, and it was me reimagining the Harlem Renaissance.
Okay.
And so when I figured out that like I was able to stay in one theme over a series of pictures, I was like, oh, yo, I like how all of these, like, they're different, but they all feel the same in a way, you know? So how can I keep doing this? So my second series was Feel That Funk, that illustration series. And so now I'm getting into my third series, which is the Homecoming series, where I'm going to be going back to my paternal roots, into the Deep South, you know, and I can't wait to see what I'm gonna like unearth from all of that, you know. And I don't know, like I really love telling those stories, you know, over a series of pictures, and again having them be consistent and looking, just promoting that Black beauty and a sense of regality that we don't see enough, you know, in mainstream media.
Well, we love everything we're doing. How can the people purchase your work?
Okay, so you can purchase my work at JaleelCampbell.com. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Jaleel J. Blige. And you can donate to the Jaleel Campbell Art Fund on my website as well. So check me out. I'm lit. I'm a vibe. All right, and thank you so much.